we need the truth, and we need answers now, on so much, from all of the institutions. Pretty much every single institution and organisation has failed in one way or another. So we need the NHS to answer what happened, what didn't happen with regards to his diagnosis and treatment and management, and his sectionings and discharge, etc. Then also what happened once he was in custody with regards to his mental health attention. So that's largely the NHS. And with the police forces, particularly with Nottinghamshire and Leicestershire police forces, we need to understand their previous failures in contact with him, why they didn't stop him, why they didn't investigate properly, and also why they didn't conduct the investigation of the attack to a satisfactory level, leaving so many questions unanswered, and why they didn't stop him, why they didn't investigate properly, and also why they didn't conduct the investigation of the attack to a satisfactory level, leaving so many questions unanswered. And those are probably the key things that we need, but all of those encompass much wider as well. So it's a huge amount, because the inquiry is going to be running for so long, 23rd of February to the 10th of June, 4 days a week. So it's pretty intense. Yeah, I mean, there have been very many, as you say, sort of scandalous revelations and failures and negligence and cover-ups that we have actually uncovered, and pretty much nothing has come through due process. It's been because of the families united, challenging authority. So do I think we'll get what we want? We won't get everything that we want. Definitely won't get everything, and I have to be realistic, but we will get a lot, and we will get answers. I do feel, having seen what I've seen with regards to information that's coming in and those taking the witness stand, that I think there will be ramifications for further investigations and further action. And as we've always said, it's fairly clear what we want. We want the truth. We want accountability on an individual and an organisational level, which I believe a lot of this inquiry will do. But we also must have this miscarriage of justice, how the system was played to enable him to be in hospital, to be considered, must be considered. And then I suppose what's important for the rest of the country is public safety and the changes that have to happen. So I think it's not the beginning of the end, sadly, or the end of the beginning. I don't know, but that it will do a lot, but not everything. I can't even begin to tell you how many meetings at the very highest level we have all sat in, where we've had the head tilt and the promise of candour and transparency and independent investigation, and almost without exception, all of that is utter rubbish. We've not had one single result so far in any of the investigations that have taken place separately. I think there's 11 now that have given us any real reassurance that the truth properly is being given. I think what we have seen is closing of ranks, narrow shoulders and long pointy fingers, and an attempt to dumb it down and damage limitation. And I do believe that there's an element of some of that potentially in the inquiry, and it's down to the counsel to the inquiry, and particularly our legal team, to make sure that with the hundreds of thousands of documents that have been uploaded and the key people that will be in the witness stand, that we can't allow that to happen. I think you can tell the truth, can't you? But you can tell the whole truth, and that can be two very different things. And it's the detail that's lacking, as we've evidenced in everything that we've uncovered so far. So we shall see. I have to be positive and optimistic, because I recognise how huge this inquiry is and the importance of it. And I'm also thankful that we've got it. You just got to make it count. Yeah, it's a simple message, just to actually do the right thing. Just tell the truth. Say what you did, what you didn't do properly. Because I would hope that by now, message to all of those individuals and actually the organisations themselves, that I think we've made it clear we're not going quietly into the good night, which is something we've said since the very beginning when we were sat in Downing Street with the Prime Minister. And you know, we won't stop until we've got that, because all we have is the truth. We've got nothing to defend. We've got nothing to embellish whatsoever. So we just want the proper full facts and the truth. And if that means that an individual is compromised in their career, perhaps, or even worse, then so be it. Because if you don't do your job properly, you have to be held accountable.